If you are a crocheter, this is your reminder to go check your patterns. Go check them to see if you like randomly bought something that you forgot about, because I bought this pattern a year ago and they would buy them, the ones I was still in pieces in my lab, they would buy that and then go walk around and shop and come back. I'm not good at a lot of things. I can't back up a trailer. I'm not good at all the outdoor DIY whatever, but you know what I am good at? Procrastination. There's my baby. I am changing the way I do my price list, or like how I present my prices at markets this year, and let me tell you why. All right, so for one, I've really been focusing on streamlining the visual appeal of my booth, if that makes sense. Like, I talked about this more in my DIY booth video, or how I DIY my business. I'm trying to focus more on just cohesiveness, and with that, because see, I'll show you. I used to do like full list price lists like these, and I would even redo them in like Christmas theme colors like this one. And there's a few reasons why I'm not going to do that anymore. Number one, it's a huge time suck, for lack of a better term, when I'm trying to prep for markets. I have a bajillion things to do. It's really, really busy and never enough time to do it. And this is one more time-consuming thing that I will not have to do by sticking to one set of price lists. Number two, so like when I would switch from like a regular price list to a fall themed price list to a Christmas themed price list, like those are really cute and all, and they kind of go with like the vibes, a little bit of the market, but it just at a glance, like it was not a cohesive look for my booth. It didn't match my colors. It just didn't work. Like in retrospect, like I've just realized that I want a more on-brand cohesive look. I think there's other ways that I can make my booth look Christmassy and whatnot without changing like the basics, if that makes sense. So I've redone all my price lists to like include brand colors and brand fonts. I will still have small lists. For example, I have this big freestanding 4-tiered stand that I use for a lot of the smaller plushies, and I will have the small price list with those 4 things on there on that one. Another reason why I'm not doing like the giant list of prices anymore is a lot of times people don't look at them, or they're going to ask me what the price is anyways. And I just feel like it's better to have individual prices on everything instead of just a big price list, because then if the person is looking at that basket right there and want to know how much that thing is, they're either not going to look elsewhere for the price list, or they don't want to and they're just going to ask you anyways. And if I'm helping other customers, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like it's going to be more efficient to have individual price lists on everything. And another reason that going to individual price lists, it's going to allow me to explain a little bit about the thing. For example, my book sleeves. The book sleeves do not sell wildly well in person like the bookmarks or the stickers, of course. Like, that's a very specific buyer that's going to want a book sleeve or a laptop sleeve. The people who know what they are and our readers love them and they sell fine. But see, therein lies the problem. At first glance, a lot of people are like, what is that? And so I decided to, instead of just saying small, this price, large, this price, I took this from the listing info on the website. I haven't cut out the rest of them yet, but I'm going to say a little bit about each thing. Like, small book sleeve, fits standard paperbacks and small e-readers. And it's going to be a big enough size that they can clearly see what it is. That's why I chose to use a darker background. Yes, it uses more ink in my printer, but I feel like the white font on the back, on the darker background, is just going to pop better, and it's going to be much easier for customers to see it. I got new packaging, and I can't remember if I ended up going with the Christmas theme one or the ones that had my business colors on it. I got this from Pretty Package Store online. Facebook ad got me. I usually order from Small Business Supply Co. and I love the quality of their products. They didn't have like any like fall or Christmas ones right now, and so I will go back to them for the summery looking ones. Oh, okay. I did go with the brand colors. It's so cute. Okay. Oh my gosh. The lightning bolts will never get old. So these are literally my brand colors. The two-tone pinks, the like kind of rusty orange with the tealish greenish blue. It's perfect. Okay, it is kind of summery looking, but it's okay. So I needed to fix my yarn wall. It was getting really squirrely with the colors. I can't stand how these little stringies hang down once the skeins get partially used and then I put them back up. I've been using so much yarn, and then I've been receiving so much yarn in the mail. The wall has just gotten absolutely out of control. So I try to keep them somewhat color coordinated within reason. And then over on the very far right, I've got all the Sweet Snuggles Light. I keep those separate just because they're obviously a different kind of yarn. I'm going to keep some of the yarn out just because I'm making so many chickens and there's no point in putting it up there. I have more yarn coming this week, about 12 more skeins, so I might have to do a little switcheroo again. In case you're wondering about my yarn wall, first of all, I absolutely love it. I think it looks really good in the background, like when I'm talking to the camera or when I'm working. Again, as long as the little stringies aren't hanging down and looking like a hot mess. My husband actually made this yarn wall for me. So what he did, in case you want to make one for yourself, is he nailed 2x1s to the wall, and then he just put this is one giant pegboard sheet that we got at Lowe's on there. I thought about painting it some kind of color, but honestly, there's so much color from all the yarn anyways, I didn't really see the point. And then we just got like a 50 pack of hooks off of Amazon for really cheap. I've kept my yarn many different ways over the years. I've kept them in tubs. I've kept them in the cube shelves that you see in the background of my videos sometimes, but the Bernat is just so big. It takes up so much space, and this has been what works for me the best. There we go. Much, much, much better. And we still have some space for the ones that are going to come in later this week.
I wonder if I changed my number, would you want to know? It's the coldest kind of comfort that we could talk, but we don't. We spend summer swimming in a sunset haze, technicolor, crazy how fast it fades. Can't call you up when it's late at night, can't call it love, but at least we tried. Can't call you a friend when I'm in my head on a downhill dive. Can't call you cruel for changing your mind. I still can't call it a waste of time. I don't know what to call you if I can't call you mine. Is it miscommunication? Silence in between. One more awkward conversation where we don't say what we mean. We've been distant, waiting on the ice to break. Can we fix this?
This is what I call a non-aesthetic shop bedroom. It is an absolute mess. I've got the ironing board out because that is the book stack or book sleeve stack that I was working on yesterday. My heat press is not in the closet because I found some of my burlap blanket yarn on my Crafty group, and I don't know where to put that because my yarn wall is nearly full, and this is where I usually keep the ironing board when it's not being used. And this is what I call the monster workbench. This is actually the first quilt I ever made. It's a king size. I just usually have it on the gray side. I washed it and put it back on without thinking, and I need to turn it back over. I like the neutral side in the background of my videos. So like I've got yarn out. This is a yarn I'm going to use for a rainbow pillow tutorial that I'm actually going to shoot here in just a minute. This is some apparel that needs to get processed. Some of this needs to get done today for an order. It's just a mess. Here's like random stuff left from my market that's clearanced. And this is my in progress bucket that I like to keep covered in case my dogs come in here. I just finished filming a tutorial that I hope goes a lot better than the last one. I did not like the film quality on my first tutorial. I thought it was awful. And so I've tried something different this time and hopefully it works. But look at this cute piggy I made. Like it's a chubby pig. It's kind of like the chubby kitties that I make, but look at the tail. So the pattern, the tail didn't do this on the pattern. I like added, well, I can't give the pattern away, but I added some crochet magic to make the tail curl, and I think it's so cute. I think so let me show you the ears I did on the first one. So this pattern actually is like really, really tiny. I think it was like a size 3 or 4 hook. And if you've been following me for any length of time, I'm a Bernat girly. I do not like using the small hooks. And so the ears that the pattern called for were like you make them separate and then you attach them, but they were super bulky and not cute. So this was the first one I did where I just left some space when front loop only when I was making all the way up here to the head, and then I put these on there and they're a little pointy. I think they work okay, but I didn't love them, so I did something different on the second one. I was afraid they would kind of look like kitties, but I think they're really cute. Try not to make the animal noises that my husband makes fun of me for. If you are a crocheter, this is your reminder to go check your patterns. If you have a pattern folder or wherever you keep all your patterns, go check them to see if you like randomly bought something that you forgot about, because I bought this pattern a year ago. Look at it. It's a baby eagle. Look at its little wings. Oh my gosh, as soon as I finished this, I sent it to my husband because he's like, he loves eagles. He thinks they're majestic and beautiful. And I think this is so stinking cute. This is a little too late. The 3-day festival, if you watched my 3-day festival video, I said it was at a place called Reelfoot Lake. And Reelfoot Lake has, they like rehabilitate eagles and stuff, and they have a preserve there where they where some eagles live, both like in the sanctuary and then like out in the wild. And these would have done so well at that market. I know they would have, but better late than never. So I'm trying to get a few more smaller items, like more variety, because the next 3 big markets I do are going to be a lot of Christmas shopping. And so I've got the piggy and the eagle. I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything else. We'll see. It is also almost duck season, and I was thinking, what if I did a mallard duck drop? Because I did these mallard ducks last year that I'll put on the screen, and I was literally selling out of them faster than I could make them at the booths, which I was so thrilled last year. But like people would see them and I would sell out, and then I'd be making them on the side, and they would buy them, the ones I was still in pieces in my lab, they would buy that and then go walk around and shop and come back. So like, I'm so glad that they did really well, but I just couldn't keep up. Plus the dark brown Bernat yarn that I use in it is really hard to find. And when I do find it, it's like double the price of everything else on this wall up here. So that's not fun. So, oh, I forgot to tell everyone, I'm now the proud wife of a duck hunter. That's right. Duck hunter's wife. So my husband said that duck hunting season opens, I think it's Thanksgiving weekend. We're in West Tennessee. Not sure if it's the same everywhere else. I don't keep up with all that jazz. But I'm thinking I might do the mallard duck drop. Not that I need to add anything else to my list. I'm getting ready for these markets, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments, should I do a mallard duck drop? Like where they would be, I'd make them ahead of time, and then I would post the listings, and then like once they're gone, they're gone. So this is the basket of eagles that I was working on at my daughter's gymnastics practice the other day, and then last night while we were watching TV. So all I need to add, they look so silly. They look kind of like an egg with wings before you put the beak and the feet on. Feet? Claws? I don't know. The cute little stuff at the bottom. So I need to finish the beaks and the feet on these little babies. Before I start working on the eagles, I completely forgot about this other smaller item that I found. I was kind of hesitant to share the pattern designer because I have purchased from her before. Like, she's the same one that I got my turtle pattern from that was like a bestseller for 3 years. The only reason I was hesitant to share it was because like the way my dinosaur turned out is not the way hers turned out. I made like 3 different ones. I like studied the pattern. I was like, what am I missing? I used the same yarn that she did, the same hook size, everything. So there's 2 different dinosaurs. There was the Triceratops, which this is the one that turned out super cute. It's got bobble feet on the bottom. It's just a really cute size. I'm thinking like maybe like $15 or something, maybe 14. I'm not, probably 15, given how long it took me. And the one that didn't turn out very well was, this is supposed to be a T-Rex. Like the head is supposed to be really, like it's supposed to look like this, like just really squat and chubby. Kind of like this one's kind of squat and chubby. Let me show you the first one I made. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. This is here. So this was the first one I made, and you could see I was literally stuffing it more, trying to make it like squat. Did not like it. This will probably go in a clearance bin because I don't like it. I mean, I guess it's still okay. I just don't love it. It was supposed to be like a lot shorter. I just don't, I'm not knocking the pattern designer at all. It's got to be me because, like I said, I've purchased from her before and her patterns are always really great. I forgot I need to add the neck frill. So I guess these are not almost done like I thought they were. In other good news, I would say I'm about halfway to YouTube monetization. So I think I'll hit the subs definitely before I hit the watch hours. So you have to have 4,000 watch hours to be monetized on YouTube within a 12-month period. And when I initially wanted to start my YouTube channel, I wanted it more to just get like eyes on my business, so to speak. But I quickly realized when I was doing my research phase that this could definitely be another source of income for my business if I played my cards right, so to speak, if I really put my best foot forward. So that's what I did. That's what I've been doing. I have had a lot of mishaps along the way, a lot of real flubs of videos, but even in the flubs, in the failures, I've learned a lot. You know, I'm not good at a lot of things. I can't back up a trailer. I'm not good at all the outdoor DIY whatever, but you know what I am good at? Procrastination. Selective procrastination. There's my baby. Baby. You old man. You got some eye boogies. Oh, I love you too. Oh. Get some eye boogies. Bang. Look, I just made a new rag and I get your eye boogies with it. There we go. Oh. Oh, you like that? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you love the pets. You love the pets. Yeah. If I don't like making something, I will put it off. And that is usually my sign that I probably just don't need to be making that thing anymore. I used to make strictly just like a lot of sewing items, especially wallets. Now, I will never stop doing the, this is a really good seller, this style of wallet where it's like, I call it the accordion style, but there's just lots of features to it. It's really big, but it's also slim. I'm thinking about taking off this feature, the keychain feature, because there's like so many different keychains out there and it's just an added step. But I used to make this slim wallet. I don't have one made to show you. I'll put a picture up on the screen, but I think I've just made so many of them. I don't enjoy making it, and this order is not late or anything, but I went ahead and printed the shipping label to like force myself to get it out today. But it's really pretty fabric, and I already had a bunch of it done. I've got the card slot already done, and this is the flap. So I need to get that done. I tell you what I have been doing instead of this order that I should be doing. Anything and everything. I decided to make these. I had terry cloth that I got, I don't know, I've had it for so long, I don't remember where I got it, but I made these little reusable, just like rags for in the kitchen. And then this is actually really nice Riley Blake fabric, but I made reusable rags / towels for the kitchen. I actually just used one to wipe down the kitchen this morning, and it was really nice. So this is for me. So the pig pattern that I showed you the other day, I'm obsessed with this pig pattern. So I made some I literally looked up, I know what pigs look like, but I looked up different color types for pigs, and almost all of the super cute ones have little spots all over them. I still might do that, but I made some darker gray ones in case some boys wanted one, because I know the boys probably don't want a pink pig. And I started making the tail longer so it curls. It almost like from the back looks like a pug dog. But I bet if I changed the front, I could make this into a pug and I could change the body. I literally just thought of that. Chubby loaf pug. I need to write that down. Chubby loaf pug. Okay. Oh my gosh, that would be so stinking cute. Okay, so I've been making like a bunch of these, and I love this combo. I did the ears a little bit different. I made them a little pointier, and this is a pale pink Bernat with a really light gray extra fuzz on the snout. So something else that I always take to markets, and I probably always will as far as plushies, are snakes. They are super easy. When you get this, I love getting this, is it variegated? I cannot think today, but this type of yarn where when you put it together, it just stripes like this kind when you buy it. They're really, really easy. And I wouldn't say they're like a bestseller by any means. I mean, some shows I won't sell any, and then the next show I might sell out. Like, you just never know. But it's really something nice for the boys, because I do a lot of like pinkish stuff, and this is something that the boys always tend to like. And so I will always have it. And then I made this variation. I got a lot of yarn in my Crafty group online, and I haven't really used this big twist that much, but the yarn haul that I got came with a bunch of it where it's like all this multicolor. And this one, this snake in this color turned out so cute. And so I might look at Big Twist once I get through all of the yarn that I got from her. I might look at Big Twist color combos. And this is actually, I did not know this, Big Twist is thicker. It's the same size, but it is thicker than Bernat. I use the same hook size. Let me get the snake that I made in this one. So this is a Bernat blanket yarn snake in, I believe, a size 7 hook. And this is also size 7 hook in the Big Twist. And you can definitely tell that this one turned out bigger. I tried to make them the same length, but it's not really a big enough difference to like change the price of the snake or anything. But I just really love how soft the texture is and using the same hook size. So I'll definitely probably be looking into Big Twist more often. Honestly, I haven't really paid attention to Big Twist blanket yarn because now it has been a few years and I know yarn changes, but I got like a red, I don't even remember what it was for, if I bought it or it was given to me, but I got just solid red Big Twist and I did not like the texture, the quality, like at all. And so I just haven't paid attention to it, but now I'm glad that I know the quality has improved because I will definitely be shopping there. So it's actually 11 o'clock and I'm just now getting into my room and trying to get organized and start working on this order because it's that time of year that I've just been in the kitchen a lot. I've been like cooking and processing stuff. Like I made pumpkin puree the other day from some pie pumpkins we got really cheap. I made some bread this morning. It's almost done. I'm going to show you in just a minute. I also, the other day, I printed a bunch of my crochet patterns. This is way more than it looks like it is. And this isn't even all of them because I have so many patterns that my documents folder was getting super full to the point where my computer was not wanting to upload all my video clips so I could make my YouTube videos because my storage was so full. So this is my solution. So a lot of crocheters will ask other crocheters, like, how do you store all your patterns? I have always emailed them to myself so they're saved online digitally, and then I can pull them up on my iPad if I want to read it while I'm read it on my iPad. But I'm old-fashioned. I do like paper, so I'm just gonna get sheet protectors, a super cute binder, and call it a day. But I do have them saved in my email in case, you know, I spill coffee on these or something. So you remember how I was just talking about procrastinating and then I proceeded to like show you all the stuff I had made? That's me procrastinating. Okay, after I finish this wallet, I'm also going to, I got the apparel finished. I just have to like fold it and tag it. And then I completely forgot about all these book sleeves. A lot of these are Harry Potter, the large book sleeves that if you watched my video a few weeks ago, I talked about how I had all this Harry Potter fabric. I didn't know what to do with it. Book sleeves, great Christmas gifts. They're gonna be actually super cheap because I just need them to go. Like I need this fabric gone. So I'm hoping to get some of these finished by my market this weekend as well.
Saw your silhouette